This is the ground-based hip mobility routine. We're going to go through 5 exercises, and we'll spend about a minute on each side for each exercise. In total, this will end up being about a 10-minute routine. We'll begin in the 90-90 position. We're going to go through the 90-90 hip external rotation, contract, relax. For this, in the 90-90 position, front and back leg, ankle, knee, hip, at that 90 degrees. We want to start up nice and tall. We're going to begin by just leaning forward, not rounding the back, staying tall, pushing the belly button forward. You ideally want to feel the stretch on the glutes of that front leg. We'll begin with a 20-second passive stretch. Then, for the next 40 seconds, we're going to do a contract and relax. You're going to try to press this front leg down in the ground as hard as you can. About 3 to 5 seconds, and then we'll try to relax, pull ourselves forward. I'm almost trying to lift my leg up towards my chest and my chest down towards my leg. We'll alternate with that until we get to a minute, then we'll switch to the opposite side. Sit up nice and tall, lean forward, and passively stretch. Now with this one, if it is tough to be able to hold this position, you can always pull this foot in a little bit closer and then lean forward from there. We'll go about 5 more seconds. Okay, now you're going to press your front leg down as hard as you can. Relax, pull yourself forward. And press, press, press. Pull yourself forward. And press. Then pull. Press. And pull. And almost there. All right, press down. And pull. Good. We'll switch over to the other side. All right, begin with that passive stretch. Just lean forward. Again, same thing with this one. If you need to, pull that foot in a little bit more. We'll go another 10 seconds. Staying up nice and tall with that trunk. Pushing the belly button forward. All right, from here, begin to press with that front leg. Push, push, push. Now relax, pull yourself forward. And press, 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 press. Trying to build as much tension as you can. And relax and lean. Every repetition, trying to get a little bit more range. And press. Relax, lean forward. And one more time. Press, press, press. And relax and lean forward. All right. Now we're going to move on to the single leg hip internal rotation knee drop. For this exercise, wide base with the legs, one leg straight, one leg bent. What we're going to do is we're going to drive that knee down. We'll hold that for 20 seconds. And then for the next 40, we're going to open up the leg as much as you can and then rotate down. Start on one side, sit up nice and tall, and just press that knee down. We want to avoid turning the trunk towards the opposite direction. You want to try to stay facing straight towards that leg as much as you can. We'll go another 10 seconds. Trying to get that knee as close to the ground as possible. Now, open up. Once you get to that end range, really try to fight. See if you can get a little bit farther into it. Rotate down, doing the same thing. Once you feel like you hit a roadblock, keep trying to press. Back open. And down. Okay, about 10 more seconds. If you feel like you're getting more opened, try to turn more towards that working leg. That'll make it a little bit tougher to get that range. Okay, other side. And begin. Try to drive that knee down. You'll probably notice that there's a little bit of a difference of range of motion on either side, but that's okay. Okay, just keep pressing. Try not to lean backwards too much. Try not to slouch the body. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Now open up the leg. Fight for every range that you can get out of that turn, and then back down. Just continue to spend a couple seconds at that end range. Try to fight for a little bit more motion every single rep you do. All right, back up. And down. Okay, one more time. Open. And close it. Our next exercise, you're going to grab your foam roller or any other object that you can hold between your knees. And we'll do our supine internal rotation. Laying back with the knees up, knees together. You want to have that object between your knees so you can squeeze it as you try to internally rotate at the hip, moving your foot out to the side. What we'll do is one leg at a time. We'll do the 20-second hold, trying to rotate out to that end range. And then we'll go through 40 seconds of rotating in and then back out. Doesn't matter what side you're starting with. Okay, and rotate one side out and then hold it. Now you might start feeling a cramping feeling right in the outside of the hip here. If you do begin to feel that, try not to put as much tension into that motion. Okay, relax, come back in, rotate out as you squeeze the foam roller. Every time you go to that internal rotation position, spend a couple seconds there and try to fight for more range. Good, just keep squeezing that roller as you try to move the foot to the side. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, and other side. So ready, and rotate out and then hold. Same thing with this one. Even if you feel like you can't move anymore, as long as you're actively trying to squeeze the roller and move that foot out to the side, then we're going to get that range. 5 more seconds here. Okay, in, and then back out. Continue to fight for as much range of motion as you can. Keep squeezing that roller every time you rotate out. Okay, 15 more seconds. All right, one more rep. Okay. Our next one is going to be the couch stretch. For this, using a bench, a chair, or a couch, you're going to set up with one leg back, elevate that foot, other leg out in front. For this, make sure that we're trying to actively tuck our hips under, flexing the glute on that back leg. Once we have the hip position locked in, then we're going to shift backwards, and we'll hold this stretch for 20 seconds. Then for the next 40, you can go through leaning to the side, either arm down or arm up, or you can also rotate towards the side. It's up to you. For 20 seconds, hold that. Squeezing that glute as hard as you can, tucking the hips under. We never want to get to that arch position. Try to tuck, flex, and rock back, feeling the stretch right across the quad and then the hip flexor. Now from here, you can begin to lean or twist, whatever feels better. I like to alternate by leaning one rep, and then twisting the next. Continuing to try to lock that back glute in. When we create that tension back there, it allows everything in the front to relax even more. All right, 10 more seconds. Other side. Prop that foot up, set the knee down, one leg in front. And the passive stretch, tuck the hips under, flex the glute, and rock back. So again, 20 seconds here. We're just gonna hang out into the stretch position, and then we'll go through the lean and the rotation. Keep flexing that glute as hard as you can, allowing everything in the front to relax. Okay, now you can lean. Again, either put the arm up, keep the arm down, whatever feels best, and then rotate. We'll lean and rotate. Keep that glute locked in on the back leg, allowing everything in the front to get more of a stretch. Okay, 10 more seconds. Our final stretch will be an adductor stretch with a T-spine rotation. For this one, you'll have one leg down, one leg out to the side, keeping that as straight as you can. You're gonna sit your hips back so you feel a stretch across the adductors or the groin muscles. We're gonna hold that stretch for 20 seconds. And then for the next 40, we're gonna reach through and then rotate up. Okay, so sit the hips back and stretch. Trying to lean forward with that trunk. Again, keep trying to reach the hips back towards that heel. Feeling the stretch right across the groin muscles. 5 more seconds. Now from here with the arm, you're gonna reach and rotate. Rotate up. As I rotate up, I'm trying to use this hand on the ground to push and create as much width between my hands as possible. You can work at your own pace for this one. If either position feels pretty good, you can hang out there for a little bit longer. Reach through. I like to exhale as I rotate up. Inhale as I rotate down. Now we'll switch to the other side. Start with that foot out, leg straight, and sit back. Same thing with the other exercises. You might notice a difference on either side of the hips, but that's completely normal. Just keep feeling that stretch. 5 more seconds. Now reach, inhale, rotate open. Inhale, reach. Exhale and rotate. This whole time, you should be feeling the stretch. Again, right across the adductors or those groin muscles. And 10 more seconds. And finish. Okay, that is the ground-based hip mobility series. Typically 1 round is enough, but if you feel like you want to be able to go through a second round, feel free.